Just real quickly want to do this video. It's June 26th, 2018. No, it's 4:26 a.m. Situation is Gennaro was mowing the lawn yesterday. I didn't ask her to, and I'm not taking it in politeness either. I don't want her on my property either. Period. I mean, you're going to give me troubles and then act like you're being a good neighbor. No. I don't care trying to enforce service rights. Your yard's unmaintained and it's open, so I just went ahead and hit it, possibly, is what I'm thinking they're going to try to utilize. No. That was tips and tricks from Dick Bohr across the street. Used to be a city engineer. And another problem that's been around this house. Another authoritative figure that's had his hands into the system itself. And, well, like right now, I'm going through auditor's records and stuff like that, and things are off. But anyhow, just getting into the point of she had no right to come over here mowing. Next thing you know is an exertation of extra force throughout ever since she started to early this morning, 4 o'clock. I woke up, nightmares, hard nightmares, weird fucking coincidences, excuse the lingo. But basically, as it may be like a connection of ownership to the property itself. So, or some type of ability of guest activity of the property, being able to make contact and communications higher or more thorough than somebody being in another yard next door, or that would have a right to make that kind of connection, that kind of communication, that kind of hello, I'm here situation. No, you're not here. You're not here with me. If you'd have knocked on the front door, that type of situation may not subject to anything as far as, guesting itself. That's just a show-up type of situation. This, doing work on the property, doing whatever, going around the side of the house, mowing Ella's yard also because it's unfenced off, and then trying to utilize that situation, and then scolding me while I'm asleep like I've done something wrong. No. Much less guessing it like I need to obey by some type of power of I'm incompetent and I need my family here, and enforcing gay homosexual rights, or enforcing gay homosexual family violence and whatnot. I just went through a whole lot of violence in the last dream that I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. Point is to make record of this Gennaro Torres, neighbor, FBI profiler, criminal profiler, authoritative person in the system. Same thing with Thomas Stuckman, supposedly her gay boyfriend, husband, whatever it be, because they couldn't be married yet, or maybe they are, but I'm not sure now, but they wasn't prior because they couldn't be by law. Anyways, with that being said, all that just goes to show the type of force they're trying to force. And I'm not trying to say, oh, well, now I know you're law enforcement, I'm attacking you, they attacked me first, put it that way, and harshly attacked me, to the point that I'd have to move off the frickin' my block that I've lived here back then. It was like 20 years, 25 years, something like that, close to that, something like that, and just trying to outright authoritatively take control, but also utilize techniques of taking control, and whatever little schizo, mental retard, all kinds of name calling, efforts of you're unstable, you're this, we need that from you. You move into a house, you've been here 2 months, you expect to demand somebody that's been here off and on for the last, say, prior 20, I'll even go 20 years, and plus living here basically off and on out of that last 20 for the last 5, something like that. And you expect me to automatically up neighborhood demand? I don't think so. No concern for myself, just enforcement, not even demand, just a complete force. I better. Yeah, and then next thing you know leads into me being assaulted and them telling me they're the authorities and I'm wanted and they're profiling me. They got paperwork on me, and what am I going to do? If I budge the wrong way, they'll make it worse. And it's been worse, a lot worse. I have other things to explain, with maybe a possible illegal implant, like deep brain stimulator or some shit in my body, plus other shit. And them trying to threat that they're controlling it. So I'm going to go ahead and press stop on this video. I just wanted to make that note that, of course, they're trying another tactic of probably a service right. I was just helping you out. Sure, and while adding whatever you wanted to on top, trying to make communication connections, not just while I'm asleep, but just basically an authoritative overall situation out of it. Another foul community situation going on. Just more shit. She's not allowed on this property. She's not allowed on this property till either my family gets back and whatnot, while I'm getting screwed by them, scolded and scorned. I don't give a shit. The family ain't open-eyed enough, like the system said, to see the problems that are going on there, then they need to go ahead and stay out of it. And on top, not give me any grief when I do try to do something for myself. If I request something, it's nothing. You don't do that. That's a scolding. Like a child being slapped. And Janara is part of the intimidation with that, orchestrating some type of authoritative profiling power for them to do so. She's a transvestite associated with homosexual organized crime, on top of me being iterated that she was, and I've been basically told and understood that she is some type of authority and has some type of paperwork, but not in the right way. It's all threatening, wrongful, misconducted situations. Ending this video and I'll be posting it. A neighbor, not just a neighbor, one of the targeting individuals that are targeting me, and has been even before 2011 when they showed up here, even way prior before that. Some of the things this person had said in May of 2011, I was intoxicated while assaulted, was something about like the rape of my own mother, and 4 other charges, and one they're not going to tell me. It's secret. It's in a higher, they pulled out a Manola. It's a filing folder with multiple pockets in it. And you take the little lace off the little button on the side, and you open it up, and then it pops out. Either it be almost like not a briefcase, but a square box, and then it can collapse down into just a smaller piece. But into those, some type of 4 charges. One they're not going to tell me. One was a rape of my own mother. False accusation, or you're just outright whatever you want to profile and convict me of without taking me through court to convict it. It's weird and not even proper. It's all misconduction. It's like Elisa Frill, New York City, New York District Attorney and prosecutor. Misconduction in her case. She had to resign before going to jail. She had to also pay back the lawsuit that was put against her by the individual. Tell me I'm in the wrong. I'm tired of taking people that's supposedly supposed to listen and being scolded that it's not proper to represent anything as such. Especially when you start doing some nasty ass shit. Discriminative all the way to the point that I couldn't handle myself. We'll just pit against you, whatever we can. It's the most disgusting, indecent, discriminative shit, and basically with the attitude of the other organized targeting and criminal gang activity, mafioso tie-ins from the past. I'm sure law enforcement has a profile of that, so I'm not sure why they would not go with me saying, hey, fuck, that's the truth. There's the truth that the mob's been around at least, and blah blah blah, something and such. Hey, I shouldn't have to deny it when you're putting me in a spot, someone trying to sabotage life to the point I don't have a life, wrongfully set somebody up. But that's what's happened anyways. That's as bad as it gets. Real sad. And now I'm real messed up without explanation. I have videos, like I do these video diaries from 2012, even with the complaint of their people in their yard and talking shit is the way I'm going to put it. Especially in a hard time for myself. You're perceptive of your neighbor enough to tell them how they wipe their ass type of situation, but then you're going to start shit on top and act like, oh, we didn't know. That's way strange. Even the system will say, and I mean the mental health system here, would stand on my side for that. That's strange. You filed an affidavit one way, and now you're saying the other. Anyways, with that being said, for myself, my looks, my situation, everything, a hell of a lot better than what it is now. And that would have been November 2012. Video was marked November 18th, 2012. I do believe. Anyways, it was a nice find just a couple of weeks ago. I went to get a memory card to use it, and was full, only 2 gigs, and that was what was on it. And I'll be posting that video here shortly. I have a toxic family, though, on top of that. There's a lot of other things to include, maybe, like why, how, concerns, but even talking through all that, it's such a harsh, long, lively story. Even the mental health department here, which I was probated in, said they would like to help me out by taking it to the police, until I put a stop to it and told them and basically talked to them. The reason why, of course, we've talked about internal corruption, and I have a bad feeling of going to the police locally here. If we can take it higher and harder, or maybe someone else, that'd be fine. That'd be great, because that'd be the bestest of having support from a system entity trying to get help for another individual because they believe the story or they can't handle it. To say, hey, we're coming to him with, to get the police to take care of life situations, as somebody's saying he's incapacitated, but this is illegal incapacitation type of situation, I guess is the way you put it. Because there's crimes being committed against myself, harassment, say at the least, and wrongdoing, creating that type of incapacitation, making me look bad. But anyways. I've told the same thing that I said here, I told to the mental health department when I was probated. There's a lot of wrongdoing with that probate. They said so. We went and analyzed a lot of shit. And a lot of things I said here was said back in 2011 and the beginning of 2012. It's been that long ago. It's been that long ago since they also offered to go to the police to get, or help me get to the police, but not help me have them come in and to sit down and talk, or have somebody say, hey, our system believes in matters that he's either in danger enough or in a certain circumstance that the police need to get involved. And then plus some. With that being said, I'm ending this video. Another antic technique, toxic situation, and intentional. Snobby, nasty, whatever they want to do, and completely dominating, over-consuming type of situation. Dominating the area, enforcing power that they shouldn't be enforcing. Peace.